Hey guys, it's Adam here, and this is another episode of Commenting on Comments, where I comment on your comments that you left on the video. So without further ado, let's roll that intro and get on with some comments. Alright, our first comment here is from Shane Gigi, whatever. And they say, another good vid. Been watching for a while now. You'll have to do your own live show again some night and have a few pops. I like when you cook in your vids. Pretty cool. We're thinking about bringing the live shows back, not sure when. I don't really want to make it a scheduled thing, like we were doing it every Friday, and it was getting kind of rough because people had shit to do, and then, yeah. I think the live shows, if they happen, they're just going to happen, you know. If we plan on doing one on a Friday, now that I'm vlogging every day, and the videos that I make today go up tomorrow, if we plan on doing like a Friday live show, then I can hype it up throughout the week, so that people are aware it's going to happen. But yeah, I don't know when we're going to do the next one. Jeff Joy says, I've told you to tire slime your tires over a year ago, and I still haven't done it. Reason being is, my buddy works at a tire shop, and he said, do you want us to add extra cash? Because we will find reasons to add extra cash. If we see tire slime inside of a fucking car tire, we will be pissed off and charge you for cleaning the rim. And I was like, oh, well, lovely. Because I plan on getting new tires in about a month's time. I'm just waiting for the buyout so that I can just walk in there and get the tires and get it done and get everything else fixed on the car too. So yeah, I'll just deal with the pump for another month and then go from there. Res P says, YouTube switched my sub feed about 2 months ago. One day it was back to list, now back to grid. Keep fucking with her till she breaks, boys. No doubt. But luckily you can change it back to list, because that grid shit really threw me off that day. Oh my god. I'm so used to going through, I don't look at the thumbnails. I look for the YouTube names to see who I want to watch and whatnot. But yeah, because thumbnails doesn't work, especially when you're subscribed to a bunch of video game YouTubers and they're all playing similar games. So like you see a thumbnail follow and you're thinking, oh, well, that's probably Speedy. Then you click on it, it's fucking Jelly, and you're like, what the hell? You know? Mr. Rasmus says, Freak Eating ate a whole jar of those cheese balls in one sitting. I think he counted over 1,000 balls in the container. That's insane. That's a lot of cheese balls. There's no way in hell I could pull that off without friggin' spraying liquid out my arse. ZX8401ZTV says, bloody hell, cheese balls. Do you have enough? Lol. Dude, that pack of cheese balls lasted me 6 days. That's pretty damn good. Don2323 says, also I keep saying I rode the big loop around the southern Ontario on my 250. I have a Kawasaki version of Struckus's bike. 3,500 kilometers. Some of that being on the 401. Shit will do it. It just won't be happy doing it. Yeah, that's what I've been told too. That it'll do it. It's probably going to come apart at the seals. So, yeah. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like, I still got to wait and talk to, I got to get my M1 and then take the course before I even consider getting a motorbicycle. ZX8401ZTV says, I've always found AMD processors to be bloody annoying. Always a number that's never actual speed. Are you an Intel or an AMD man? I used to be an AMD guy back in the day of the Athlon series versus the Pentium 3s, and then the FX series versus the I guess Core Duo. I preferred the FX 60 over the Core Duo 2.66 gigahertz. I just found the FX 60 did more. But now the way it is, ever since AMD picked up ATI, I find they're spread too thin, so they're not putting enough work into processor architecture. They're kind of, like I said, they're spread thin, so shit's kind of fucky with them. So I'm leaning more towards Intel now, because Intel, all they make is processor. They don't make processors, video cards. Like Intel makes processors and chipsets for motherboards. That's it. So, and it's been proven that an Intel i5 is about as powerful as AMD's strongest processor, which is kind of upsetting. Ghetto COC0 says, you're lucky to be in Canada. America is nuts right now with ISIS and all. Hey dude, it's nuts like that up here too, man. It's just you don't see our news and we don't see yours, but it's nuts like that up here too. Zephmont says, 745. Did the old Future Shop become Best Buy? Yes. That's good if they did that. Here in London we have both stores, but that shut Future Shop down and kept the Best Buy. Yeah, because North Bay only had a Future Shop, when they folded the Future Shop name, our Future Shop became a Best Buy. And it's been like that for, a while now, since May, I think. I know my buddy worked at Future Shop, and he was going into work that day, and he was locked out, and he couldn't figure out why. And then he saw the paper on the wall saying, yeah, we're shutting her down. And he's like, fuck, what am I going to do for food? Like, he was kind of upset. WTBM 123 says, a 250 would be okay. Actually, any bike with suspension would be easier to ride than the little mini bike. Too bad there is not a place to rent one for a day. Well, in order to rent one, I would kind of sort of maybe need a license first, but like, I don't know if they let you take them for test drives at the shops. Probably not, because it's a motorbike and, you know, you can crash them a lot easier than you can in a car. I don't know if they do. But yeah, the 250 would be great, but I'm looking for street bike. Like, I'm not looking to take this thing and bash it in the woods like I do with the mini bikes. Because, especially if it's a street bike, I want that thing to be running tip-top shape. And bashing them in the woods tends to put a lot of stress on everything. Zephmon again says, you should just sell the G6 and Trans Am and use that money to buy one nice vehicle, perhaps a truck. Been tossing that idea around too, but right now, being that it's minus Burr outside, there ain't no friggin' way in hell I can get that Trans Am to even open its doors for me. So that's out of the question right now. We'll have to wait. Warren6815 says, are those D-Link cameras water weatherproof? If so, how about fitting one to the porch covering the driveway/garage? Those D-Link cameras are not winter water weatherproof. They're strictly for indoor use only. D-Link does carry a line of cameras that are waterproof and weatherproof, but not those cheap little $40 ones, that's a given. But one day I might do that. I might put a camera on the beak of the garage just to, you know, capture everything going on in the driveway, because we have had a few break-ins into our cars. I haven't had a break-in yet this year, but my neighbor's been robbed twice, so that kind of sucks. But anyway, people, that's all we got for this episode of Commenting on Comments. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, stove them down below. And until next time, guys, peace the frig out.